Good evening, YouTube. This is Brandon here from Dancing Chairman Productions, or Dancing Chairman Films, whatever we call it. I'm here going to play a different game for you from Half-Life. This one is Cross Country USA, a game that came out back in 1995. Now, I was going through my closet and I found the big box that's contained all the computer games I've bought pretty much since I started playing games. I thought I'd pull one out here, see what it's like. Good old Cross Country. It's a trucker game, lets you be a trucker, cross the country, of course. And I got it when I was in 4th or 5th grade out of one of those Scholastic magazines that they try to sell books to kids in to make you read. And, like, if you ate enough pizza, or no, if you read enough books, you could take, like, a coupon to Pizza Hut. So, of course, big incentive there. To explain why I'm doing this, which I should probably do, Matt and I still are doing the Half-Life 2 walkthrough, although since it is now summer break, I had to go home, whereas he decided to stay up in Spokane. So, currently it's just me. Now, I have plenty of footage of Half-Life. We got through the end of Nova Prospect and a little bit beyond. So I have that footage. I'm going to process that and upload it throughout the summer, but I don't want to do it all at once, just so there's not this huge gap between the last time you see that and then when we'll start recording again in the fall. Assuming I don't go up there at some point to finish it off with him, which I may do. Anyways, so I figured in the meantime I'd do some vintage games here just to hold your interest, because I know there's like 3 people who actually follow the channel. At least I think there are. Our videos have enough views to suggest that there's at least a couple people who are sticking around for all of them. So anyways, yeah, Cross Country USA, here we go. There's like 18 different scenarios. I'm not going to do all of them. I'm going to do like one, because while it's a fun game for like a nostalgia trip, once you're kind of past the age range, it doesn't really hold much appeal. Because that's the thing about games. You should be able to do stuff in games that you can't do in real life, like being a submarine commander in World War II or a Roman emperor. I could be a truck driver if I wanted. I could drop out of college and go to truck school. I don't want to, though. So we have to rely on simulations. Let's go with Simulation 6 here. Sour. Sour, like my taste for this game. No, Ragnar the Unconcerned. It's a good trucker name. No one's gonna mess with Ragnar.
Have a safe trip, and remember, drive defensively.
Oh, Florida. No. I'm not interested in doing this one. Let's do a new scenario. Honestly, I'd rather do something in the Pacific Northwest where I'm from. Close. And we're back here, YouTube. Let's be a different scenario, because I don't want to do one that starts me in, like, Florida. I want to go with, like, Seattle. I'm not going to be simple, either. I'm going to be Ragnar I can't spell disappointed. Ragnar the Uncouth. Couth.
Safe trip, and
Alright,
remember,
here we go.
drive
Bellingham,
defensively.
Washington. I've been there. Your first assignment is to pick up each of the commodities as they are assigned and deliver them to Cheney, Wyoming. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Wow. Potatoes. Anyways, here we are in Bellingham, and we gotta get some potatoes. Take them to Wyoming. Let's see here. Now, since this is an older game that we have here, the way to get copy protection back in 1995 was you couldn't actually play the game, or you couldn't get very far in the game unless like you had the manual, because there'd be hints in the manual, like stuff you need to know. In this case, the game doesn't actually tell me where to pick up the stuff, but the manual has a list of where I can get stuff. So like I said, pick up potatoes. Where am I supposed to go? Well, in the manual here, it says we can go to 3 different places, and we're going to go to Spokane, Washington, because it's closest. Plus excuse me. Yeah, Spokane. Where I go to school, so actually it's kind of neat that we get to travel there. Anyways, buckle up, start the truck, lock the door, and here we go. I'm going to speed. I'm going to go 90 miles an hour in an 18-wheeler, because, you know, I want to get there soon. We've got a pizza in the oven. I want to finish this by the time that's done. I want to finish this game by the time the pizza's done. So anyways. Coppers, eh? So that's one interesting thing is this game. It says he gave me a $50 ticket, but there's actually, like, no incentive to really do good. Because even if you crash and get speeding tickets and all that stuff, all that really happens is your expense report looks really big. Like, it doesn't, you can't lose the game. You can't even die, so it's kind of weird like that. You can do everything wrong, and you would just end up with a large expense report. So you can brag about that. Now that looks like you're going over the pass. They did a good job developing the game, yeah. I've been on that road, Washington State. Or it's just, you know, normal, whatever. Or not normal, but it is stock. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, here we go, Spokane. Wintertime, apparently. Lots of snow. We're here to pick up potatoes, so we gotta unlock the truck. Click on load. I must type in here P-O-T-A-T-O-S. I thought it was P-O-T-A-T-O-E-S. Turns out it is. Ah, yes, the farmers and the cows. Cross country, USA. Magdana. It looks like they do that in MS Paint. Like, I could draw that in MS Paint using, like, the generic tools they have. Alright, you have successfully loaded potatoes. What do you think your next commodity is? Ooh. Looks like we're gonna get some... What are we gonna get here? I give up. Uranium. Let's see. Looks like we can get uranium in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Casper, Wyoming. I'm gonna guess since we have to go to Wyoming, like... this one, yeah. Like, since we have to go to Cheyenne to drop the stuff off, we should probably just go to Casper rather than New Mexico. So, let's head east into Idaho. And let's put on some chains, actually. It's kind of cold out, you know, some snow and ice. Got the chains on. Click of a button, chains are on. Here we go, 90 miles an hour down the road, an 18-wheeler with the chains on. Big surprise, the cops get us. Once again, it'll just make my expense report look big. No real punishment. I'm tempted to do, like, really good on an expense report, like, do everything right, you know, not spend a lot of money on my trucking trips. And then, when my friends try about their kill-death ratio in Halo or whatever, I can be like, oh yeah, we'll take a look at my expense report, man. You know, didn't spend a lot of money and I hauled those potatoes across Midwest, or West. Let's go south, down to Boise. Actually, let's eat first, I'm very hungry. Both in real life and in the game, that's why I'm making the pizza. Here, though, we're gonna go to Cool Kathy's Cafe with a sandwich, soup, and cream of celery. Did anyone else notice that lady was, like, olive green? I'm sure she was supposed to be, like, a black person, but yet it was olive green. Weird. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I have to go south. Also, that's kind of the thing. This game's not in 3D, as you can tell, so to actually, like, drive the truck, you just pick a point of the compass and hit the gas. Oh, it's night. Better turn on the lights so we can see where we're going. Let's speed again. Yeah, I think they're sort of like predicting the future, because I'm sure someday, you know, instead of actually steering, we'll just pick a point in the compass and hit go, and we'll go. So, ahead of their times. Boise. A lot of Mormons in Boise. Looks like we want to go southeast. And we're gonna go. We're just... You know, I don't need to sleep, I'll just keep on trucking it. Is that what they say, keep on trucking? I am exhausted, however. If I don't get to this place soon, I'm gonna have to rest. Yeah, you are exhausted. I'm driving a lot. I mean, I've crossed, like, Washington State, most of Idaho. I want to go to Wyoming, be east. Casper's kind of in the middle, so we might as well go... Yeah, let's go north. I'd rather go north. Let's find a hotel first, though, because I am so damn tired. Ragnar needs to sleep. Oh, I get it. Big Ed's. It's called Big Ed's, but it's really short. It's trying to compensate by having a downtown inn. Alright. So, if I recall correctly, we wanted to go north into Montana, and then we'll cut down into Wyoming. And away we go. Away we go. I think I left the truck on all night because I didn't turn it off. And I didn't have to turn it on just now. And apparently my guy's a pussy because he's hungry again. Needs food like every 5 hours or something. And we'll stop in Montana to get something to eat. Ah. Butte. It's a beautiful city, folks. So we got a cool Kathy's right next door there. Oh, it didn't do the animation. I was looking forward to that. Anyways. Let's head west to Billings and down to Wyoming. Or east, excuse me. Prow! I may have to pause and come back to this because my pizza's just about done and I kind of want to eat that. Oh, Yellowstone! I took a whole class about that. We stopped. Oh shit, I'm out of gas. Fuck. Was not paying attention at all. Truck is not turned on. See, I think we have to turn on this thing. Tow truck, police. Yeah.
That's big 10-4, good buddy. I'm on my way.
Yeah, get a tow truck out here. Pump us full of gas. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pump it, pump it. Ah. That was the tow truck guy filling my truck with gas. Not, you know. Oh God, turn on the truck. Hit the gas. Now we can go again. Yeah. Sorry I made that a bit sexual, but you know, sometimes life is very sexual. You know, full of sexual tensions, tensions, stuff. So it's only fair. Let's get some gas before we go into Wyoming. I don't want to have to, you know, call another tow truck man to fill me up. Oh God! Look at that lady. It's not gonna work. If I was at, you know, a novelty store and gas store, and I saw a lady come towards me doing that, I would hit her. Well, I wouldn't hit her, but I'd definitely do something to keep her away from me. Yeah. We want to go southeast. We want to get there fast, too, so we're going to speed. I'm surprised my guy isn't exhausted yet. Been on the road for about 12 hours since I last woke up. Sheridan. Alright, named after General Sheridan, I believe. Fought the Indians. He hated the Indians. I believe he once said the only good Indian is a dead Indian. So, a little harsh, but you know, he was a man of his times. It says Wyoming, the equality state. I read a book about all the concentration camps we have for the Japanese in Wyoming. And not quite sure equality. Well, it's equality for the Americans. You know, equality for the white Americans. Another speeding ticket. That's my Wyoming accent. I imagine they all sound like that. Oh dear. Casper. A friendly uranium producing ghost. That's what we need. Uranium. They're probably not open at midnight, so I'm gonna go ahead sleep. Sleep. Oh God, I have to turn on the truck to drive to a hotel to sleep. Hey, it's Big Ed again. This guy moves fast. Maybe he's like octuplets or something, and each of his brothers opened up a similar store. Anyways, now that we're here, let's get some of that uranium. U-R-A-N-I-U-M. Bam. Oh, that's uranium mine right there. Yeah, you just dig for it in the ground. It's right below the surface. You know, no containment. It's just open. Yeah, MS paint back to the truck. Yeah. Totally how it works. Successfully loaded uranium. What do you think your next commodity is? Coal? Looks like coal. You got it! It's coal. Let's see here. Where can I get coal? Oh cool. Sheridan or Rock Springs, Wyoming. It's like right next door. Oh no, did I fuck it up? Oh no, we're good. I thought I fucked it up, because I had to Alt-Tab into another window. I had to look at that list I was telling you about of all the cities. Let's go southwest to Rock Springs, get coal there. And I was worried I had fucked it up, because I'm running this in DOSBox, because for some reason the DOS game doesn't work on Windows 764. So, but it's good. Oh yes, beautiful, lush Wyoming countryside full of trees. Pretty sure it's like all farmlands. Well, I mean, Yellowstone Lake, which is up in this area, is pretty nice. Not farmlands. Anyways, let's get that coal. Now that looks like a coal mine, not a uranium mine. If you just heard that ringing there, that means my pizza is done. So I think we're going to have to save and come back to this. Unless this is like the last resource, in which case. Okay, I'm going to save and come back to this. I want to eat. Let's save it as Ragnar's Big Adventure. Alright, I got the last resource. Now we just have to go across the state and pick up, or drop it all off. Anyways, I'll be back and we'll